This is ARC Sports.
Welcome in to ARC PDX Sports. Thank you for joining us on this, I believe it's Tuesday evening, and I have a special guest, all right? First of all, he is the first coach I ever interviewed when I first got here in Portland, the head coach for Portland State men's basketball, Jase Coburn. Coach, it's nice to have you again.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you guys having me.
For sure. Now, we're going to get to the questions, but I got to ask you, that first time that I came and I interviewed and everything, what was your thoughts on me? I'm curious.
I saw you shoot that half-court shot, and I thought maybe.
We should have played the package. We should have played the story. When I first got here, I tried a half-court shot when we did a story on the team, and did it go in?
Not that first
All
one.
right. Yeah, that's what I figured. All right. Let's get down to the business, the nitty and gritty. Fourth season as Portland State men's head basketball coach. You guys are right now 16-12 on the year. Just talk a little bit about this season, how you've been feeling. It felt a little, when I covered last year and covered this year, it seems a little more uplifting. I don't know what it is, but this team has so much energy, and they had it last year too, but like something feels different this year. I'm curious.
Yeah, we're definitely always going to play with a lot of passion and enthusiasm and some energy, and that's kind of our style. That's really our identity. But this year's group has really come together and play for each other, and it's been a lot of fun coaching them. They're very unselfish group, and they like to have a lot of fun. So they play really hard, and like I said, it's an awesome group to coach.
And you also have senior night coming up, and that is coming up this Thursday, actually, against Weber State. Talk to me about your seniors. You know, what have they been able to contribute to this team that you won't be able to replicate when they leave?
Yeah, we have 5 seniors on Monday night that have given a lot to our program. A couple guys have been in the program for quite a while, and their leadership has been awesome throughout their entire time here. They've been great teammates, because that's one of the biggest things to me as the coach, is that we have great teammates, and play hard for each other, and we're going to miss those guys a lot, but we aren't done yet. So we're excited to send them out the right way, but ultimately, we're not done yet.
No, you have 3 home games left on the regular season schedule. You guys are 10-1 at home. What's been that Vikings Pavilion magic? Listen, after every post game, Brian, he's always interviewing you. You got the energy, and everybody in the office is like, Coach Coburn has a lot of energy. That place must give it to him. So I'm curious, how have you guys been able to do that? 10-1 at home.
We definitely feed off the fans for sure. We're, like you said earlier, we're a very energetic team, and we play really hard. And so, when our fans get going and that place gets rocking, we definitely feed off of that, so it makes us even that more energetic. Viking Pavilion is a great place to watch games and be a part of. You're right in the action, and so yeah, we're 10-1 at home, and hopefully we can finish off the season right at home with 3 home games coming up, and but very proud of that home record for sure.
I'm actually curious about that. What has been the biggest challenge for you guys this coming season? Because right now, you're 1 win away from reaching your win total of last year, which is 17-15. What's been the challenge for you guys? It seems things have kind of been flowing in a good way, so I'm curious on your challenges.
Yeah, I think it's just the consistency of injuries right now. We've had a bunch of guys out. The other night when we played at Idaho State, we finished the game with 7 guys, and then we went to Weber State and had 8. So it's just the consistency of injuries and being able to find our identity week to week. So that's probably been the most challenging thing, but we've had a lot of guys step up and guys expand their roles and just continuing to search for our identity offensively, but defensively we're always going to be there. We're going to be a tough physical team and going to rebound the ball. So that's been, I'd say that. You got Trey on my night, which is, what is he, 6? Is he 6'11" or 7'1"? He's more like 6'10".
6'10"?
Yeah.
He'd be happy to hear the 6'1" though. But you got guys like him that's been able to be big time defensively, and you've been doing a lot more dunks this season. How's that kind of changed the aspect of your defense, having a big guys like Trey?
Yeah, no, like TV's definitely one of our best defenders. He's great at blocking shots and making plays at the rim. He's great in ball screen coverage. He's great as a post defender. He brings a lot to our team with his heart and soul and passion, and I'm very proud of him for the improvement that he's made. He didn't play a whole lot last year. He transferred to us from South Carolina 2 years ago and didn't really play a lot there, but he's really improved. Like, if there's a most improved player in the country, like, it should definitely be him. So I'm really proud of the steps that he's taken And as far as the team goes, yeah, we like to have fun and get on that rim. I think we're going to break the record we already broke the record for most dunks in a season for Portland State, and TV's now got the record for most dunks in a season by a player. So, we're a very athletic team, but athleticism only means something if you play hard and play with a motor, and that's what our guys do.
Is that what you kind of set in the off season? You wanted to be a little more aggressive around the rim?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we pride ourselves with points in the paint, and we'll take some threes from time to time, but we're going to play through that paint and play a tough physical brand of basketball. So that's what we do.
Do you think that had anything to do with the Big Sky Conference? Being in the conference that is pretty tough, do you think being more aggressive at the rim was kind of an approach you wanted to take with this conference?
Yeah, no doubt, for sure. I mean, we look at some of the advantages that we potentially have going in from game to game and figure out how we're going to get those points in the paint. So we like to get those points in the paint for sure every single game.
And Coach, one of the funny things is about this team is you guys seem to always figure out a way to win. Whether it's on the defensive route or you get a surprising three at the end, you guys always seem to find some way to win. Is that one of the things that you look for in guys when you're recruiting? For sure. I mean, we're a very adaptable team. We can play a lot of different ways. Recently we've been playing a lot of big guys and pounding through the paint and slowing it down a little more and rebounding. And early in the season we were pressing and running and shooting threes and stuff like that. So we're very adaptable. We're always going to give our team the best chance to win. So whatever that calls for on that night is how we're going to play. And with the versatility we have on our roster, it really allows us the flexibility to be able to do that. March Madness is coming here soon, so you know what? We're keeping Coach right here. Still more ahead because I got to ask him so much more about this Portland State men's basketball team. And after a few games, Big Sky tournament is starting soon. More with Jase Coburn after the break. Good people, welcome back into ARC PDX Sports. Jase Coburn, Portland State men's basketball coach. And we are close to the Big Sky tournament, Coach. You're third right now ranked in the league. Talk a little bit about that conference. It has a lot of top tiers. Montana State, the Northern Colorados. How tough is that conference?
Yeah, the conference is very tough. Top to bottom, anybody can beat anybody on any given night. And so the thing about the Big Sky is that you have to play well to win. If you play okay, you're probably going to lose. So you got to bring it every single night. And the travel in the league is very tough. So it's a very challenging conference, but when it gets down to it, the conference tournament, anybody can beat anybody. Like the top seed in the conference tournament has lost two years in a row. So, when we get to Boise, it'll be on for sure.
What has those conversations been like with the guys in the locker room, kind of preparing their mindset compared to last year about this year? How have that conversation's been?
Right, yeah. I mean, I think our guys know that we're going to have a chance to win it, but we try and focus on the now. We don't really focus on the past. We don't really look too much into the future. One of the things we've really been focusing on this season is focusing on where our feet are at and be here now and all those things that people say. So, that's really what we've been doing this year, and I think that's going to carry us into the conference tournament, just one game at a time.
You talk about being here, and we was actually talking about this during the break. Coach has had an insane travel schedule with Portland State men's basketball. You guys have barely been home at all. What do you tell them on the road when you're on the road for like 5-6 days at a time? What do you tell them?
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to get closer as the team. Winning on the road is really hard. So you're going to go through adversity, and if you're a team that can get through the adversity, it'll only make you closer. It makes you stronger. It makes you tougher. So we definitely been tested about the last 4 weeks. We've been on the road for about 3 of those 4 weeks, and proud of the guys for being able to get through the adversity and the travel and the road games and all that. And be able to get back home. So we had a great practice today, so I know we'll be ready this week.
And now these next 3 home games have a chance to go 19-12. How's that kind of prepared the team a little bit, knowing that the end of the line is not really the end of the line, but it sets a bright spot for you guys? You don't want to lose the overall goal. How do you guys kind of maintain that?
Yeah, I mean, it provides us a lot of confidence with the ability to be able to try and get these last 3 games, and carry some momentum into the conference tournament, and just be able to go out there and give it our all every single time and play hard. And, ultimately, I really enjoy coaching this team because they play for each other. We don't have any selfish guys. guys. We got great kids. I should say young men. Great young men. They're great students. We had an unbelievable team GPA in the first term, and really proud of them for that. You know, and they're fun to coach every day. You know, I really enjoy going to practice every day. I enjoy seeing those guys every day. I enjoy coaching them in the games, and I'm not sure every coach in the country can say that about their team, but I know I definitely can. And that's, you know, hats off to our team and who they are and how they've been raised.
Well, you've been at Portland State longer than you were just the head coach. You were also assistant on the staff. So when you talk about from season 1 of you being a head coach to the 4th season, what's kind of been the difference? What's kind of been some things that you've learned and been able to apply to this team that has made them look like you guys are now? Because, Coach, you guys are fun to watch.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think that like as we've gone along over the course of this 4 years, we've learned to be very adaptable and put our players in the best positions to succeed. Not every team is the same. Of course, you might go through things that are similar, but every team is different. Every player is different. So we're always going to treat every team differently. But yeah, no, we've learned a lot over the last 4 years and progressed as a team and progressed as a program, and you know, the sky's the limit for this group, and hopefully we get to the conference tournament and get this thing done.
Now I got to brag on Coach a little bit. He's a great recruiter, and he's at these high school games, all right? He is out there, so if you see him, say hello to him. So I got to ask you a little bit about the high school scene. What's your thoughts? They're going into the postseason. What's your good words did you give to these high school teams?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's a once-in-a-lifetime chance. You never get to go back and play high school basketball again, so, and you never know how that's going to end up. So, you know, just enjoy every moment, enjoy the time with your friends, because as you go along in the basketball world, you know, like I tell our guys all the time that are in college, this is one of the last chances and opportunities you're going to have to play with an entire group of friends. You know, and I still talk to my high school friends on a group text, and my old teammates, and one of my best friends comes to a lot of our games and from high school, and you know, those are lifelong friendships that you're going to make, and that's really the most important thing. It doesn't matter how many points you score in a game. Nobody's going to remember that. Everybody's going to remember the memories, and so that would be my advice to all the high school kids out there about to hit their state tournament, is just have fun and enjoy the memories.
I wish I had that clip when I was in high school. I didn't play basketball. You know, I'm a little short. We seen that shot, but I played football. Jase Coburn, Portland State men's head basketball coach. Make sure you guys get to that Viking Pavilion Thursday, Weber State senior night. Coach, it's always a pleasure. I appreciate you so much.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Thank
Yes,
you.
sir. Coming